Just before we start the video talking about some issues within Call of Duty, my code WILD on gamersupps.gg is 10% off right now, so you guys can save up to 10% off on any of your orders. As well as August 13th to 14th, you guys will be able to get the free sample pack with free shipping from their website using code WILD as well. So if you guys want to try out Gamersupps or just want some free stuff, free shipping worldwide if you guys select the free sample pack on gamersupps.gg. Remember, August 13th to 14th, limit of 1 per person, and there will be 500 to 1,000 free sample packs going out. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm having an extreme moral debate with Raven Software's Twitter account, and there's two sides of this sword for me, and some of it is good and some of it is bad. And for those that don't follow Raven Software or don't know who they are, Raven Software is the lead developer of Warzone, and on their Twitter, if you guys go to it, majority of their tweets start off with red exclamation mark, we are aware of an issue. And more specifically, these tweets are always talking about Warzone issues. And here's the thing, there's a good side and a bad side to this. The good side is that Raven is addressing the issues and is listening to the community's issues some of the time. That doesn't mean all of the time, that means some of the time, because I think we all know there's a lot more issues than just bugs and crashes here and there within Warzone, but they some of the time will talk about issues that are in the game. For example, we are unaware of an issue in Warzone causing players' friends to appear offline. We are investigating and will provide more information ASAP. And then when they have a solution, they'll tweet out the solution. But if I had $1 for every time Raven Software started off with a tweet that said, we are aware of an issue, I could probably buy a really nice vacation. And some of you might be thinking right now, well, hey Wild, isn't it a good thing that they're addressing some of the issues within Warzone and are currently aware of them and trying to fix them? And absolutely yes, it is such a good thing that we have some form of open communication from Raven Software on the issues of Warzone. Now, the thing that is the negative for me is, one, they don't address the major issues. Like, they've never openly addressed hacking or cheating or all of the broken things in the game in that area. They'll just talk about the basic bugs and crashes that people are experiencing. And the other downside is how frequently they tweet, we are aware of an issue. There's a joke going on in my Discord right now where a lot of people are making fun of Raven Software tweeting out, we are aware of an issue, because if you go to their Twitter, you can scroll through it and there are a ridiculous amount of tweets that say we are aware of an issue. And yes, it's a good thing that they're acknowledging it and they're trying to fix it, as they should be. And it's good that they have some form of open communication. But what sucks is how frequently that there are these issues within Warzone and how they don't address the bigger pictures like hacking. Now, let's talk about this from a developer's perspective. There is probably lots that go on to developing that we don't know about as consumers, and with every single update, things in the code must change when they add new things or remove things, buff, patch, update, whatever, that causes crashing issues in Warzone. And the thing is it's got to be something recent, because it's not just Call of Duty that crashes. Video games have crashed forever. Ever since video games were a thing, whether that was like arcade games in the 80s or the first consoles in the 90s, like the Nintendo 64 and the NES, video games have always crashed. But if you think to the Xbox 360 and PS3 era of Call of Duty, or just gaming in general, games rarely crashed, if ever, and games also launched in completely finished states. And I know the gaming economy and ecosystem has changed drastically, where games don't always launch in the best condition possible. Huge examples of that is Cold War and Modern Warfare. It took months for those games to get up on their feet and actually be decent with actual lots of content. But when you look at Warzone, for example, Warzone's a set game. Warzone has been the same since the beginning of its launch in April, May 2020. The only thing that's changed throughout the years is map locations, map design, and new weapons and weapon balancing. That's really the only new things that are added. Of course, you could have game modes here and there as well, and new content brought to the game through battle passes. But the core function of the game has not changed. The movement hasn't changed. The gunplay hasn't changed. Everything has stayed the exact same since launch. So it confuses me why there are so many issues with bugs and crashes every time there's an update. It should be so easy at this point with how many updates they've had and how many times they've had to learn how to not cause crashes and all of these issues where players are no longer appearing online for friends and they're impossible to find, or the new blueprint mode not awarding players playing Blueprint Blitz the actual blueprints they should be earning. And it seems recently, especially with Warzone more than any other COD, playtesting isn't a thing anymore. And of course, you could say, well, COVID's a thing right now. Playtesting might be hard because it would be hard to get people into the studio safely with all the restrictions that are going on in California right now to actually playtest the game. And my solution to that, do a digital playtest. Developers of Call of Duty games for years have applications on the PlayStation Store that developers and testers can play. That's why we find leaks about Call of Duty Red Door, which was when Cold War was leaked on the PlayStation Store last year under that code name. And World War II Vanguard was leaked on the PlayStation Store this year under the name Call of Duty Slipstream. So there's obviously these applications and online formats to be able to play these games and test them. But it doesn't seem like they're play testing them whatsoever, and that the actual player base is like free play testing for them, and which sucks because the player base should not have to play test the game. Sure, there's always going to be bugs and glitches that occur in games. That's just the nature of video games. But for it to happen this frequently on this large of a scale with Warzone and Raven, it's unacceptable. And I could be completely naive here. I'm going to be straight up honest. I don't know game design whatsoever. I don't know coding. I don't know coding languages. I'm just talking from a consumer's perspective on what I see on Twitter and what I see throughout the community. So if anyone is in game development or knows about it in the comment section, feel free to correct me and to shed some light on how hard development is in video games, because I guarantee development is very hard and there's a lot of things that go on development wise every single update. So there's obviously going to be things that get overlooked and missed. But the thing is it happens so frequently. And I give major props to Raven for being aware of these issues and having a Trello board of all the issues that they're working on fixing. And a lot of Call of Duty games have Trello boards of issues that they are working on fixing. But the thing is they just need to talk about hacking and those large scale issues. Imagine the weight that would be lifted off of everyone's shoulders if they at least addressed hacking and gave some solutions that they are trying to work towards. I don't know legally how hard that would be for them to do, or if that would even be a good decision legally, but in a public perspective and a public eye view, that would be the best thing to do. So props to Raven for addressing these issues and trying to fix them when they do arise and being open about them. I would like to see more development companies like Treyarch and Infinity Ward address issues like these a lot more often, but the thing is, Infinity Ward and Treyarch aren't really having a lot of these issues. It seems like just a Raven thing. Anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on a lot of the issues that are going on within Raven software right now and Warzone and Call of Duty in general. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys do enjoy it. Dislike if you didn't. There's no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future. And if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.